Well, I thought we were pretty comfortable in the first half. Obviously, losing Stephen was losing your captain was kind of unsettling for us, I think, and we were in pretty good control up until then, and that kind of happened. And we just kind of we had a lot of the ball, we had a lot of possession. This is why the analytical guys they'll say that we had all the position but we didn't really do much. If it was pretty comfortable position in front of their 10, and they sat back and we didn't really punish them, and we kind of always we had a couple of really good chances and we kind of always left them in the game, and then obviously we conceded a soft goal, but losing Justin again kind of disrupted us, and we needed some energy, and we needed something, a lift, somebody to kind of grab the game by the back of the neck. And I thought when Luke came on, he was really good, and got ourselves the goal and could have made it 3, and then it was just that second goal was horrendous, to tell you the truth. It was we've got to have a desire to when an opposition player gets down to that end line, we've got to have midfielders right on top of our back line defending our box. But we were spectators. We kind of watched it, hoping somebody would make a play, and in the end it was a deflection bicycle kick that fell, unfortunately, to them guy, and they punished us. But we weren't in the right spots. We had just guys just watching, just in nice, comfortable positions. And when you put yourself out of the arena to affect the game, things like this happen.
Can you give us an update on the extent of the injuries for Caldwell and Moore?
Stephen had a really good week of training, and then he just felt the same quad. He just felt it on one of the stretches that he made, and which he probably made 50 times during this week, and unfortunately in the game he did it. So luckily it wasn't as bad as the original one. It's just it was something that we have to pull him off because it was only going to get worse. And then Justin got his hamstring, so we'll have to get that scanned. So yeah, we seem to go down injuries. We seem to do it all in one. So yeah.
Was Bradley not available against it?
No, it's just we wanted to put Jackson in there. We wanted to kind of I just wanted to have a wee bit of he's been pretty good out there. He's been playing out there, and with Dominic Aduro kind of in front here and all the substitutions that have obviously been made, sometimes that right back can get kind of left one-on-one, and just because of the nature of Dom in front, and so we needed a bit of athleticism out there, and maybe if we didn't have those 2 injury substitutions, it might have been a wee bit different, and if we were up in the game as well, so we just had to make that decision.
Does it sting anymore that the goals against were from former TFC players?
No, not at all. No, again, we wish all the best for all the players that not at all. Doesn't sting. Any player scores, it hurts. Yeah. So no, any player from TFC, we wish all the best.
I'm surprised to see maybe how unsettled the back line became once you lost those 2 key players. Because going forward, you're probably going to be without them as well. So how do you settle it back down and get results in the next games?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good question. It was one of those games where we're in control, and then when that happens, it's maybe not the personnel, not the thing, but it just kind of broke the pattern of what we had, and the gelling and everything was moving and everything, and all of a sudden a certain kind of cog in the machine kind of fell out, and we've got to be better at that. We've got to hopefully try and move on from that, but sometimes that just happens, but in saying that, when Daniel came on, I thought he played really well, and when Justin comes, it's another kind of important player for us. So we're kind of getting a bit of bad luck with those kind of injuries. Well, he hasn't played very much with him. When he's been injured, Jermaine was playing, and when Jermaine was injured, he was playing. But they've just got to get used to each other, And I thought Jill was really good. He brings an energy, works really hard, and when the ball goes up to him, it generally sticks, or generally something is forced to happen. And him and Luke were playing really well, And but JD's, he's been off for quite a bit, and he's a bit rusty. And to be fair, when it got to the 75th minute, we've just had a couple of key players go down, and most injuries do happen in the last kind of 15 minutes of the game when players are really fatigued. So I have to look, a wee bit long term as well. So, and it's not like I've got a pretty good player in Luke Moore, obviously. So it was more a protection one, just as much as try and influence the game to win it, which the pass from Luke and the vision for that ball was tremendous.
Did you have any concern, or what was you thinking when Shaw came into the
Well, Ernie's a really good player. It's happens. He gets his head on things, and as I say, we wish Ernie all the best. He was a lovely player for us. He's a great guy, and happens. It happens. It's that's life. We're still in a position where his goal didn't affect us. We still should have won the game.
I know you said you brought in Jackson because you thought he was more of an athletic. Correct me if I'm wrong, but more athleticism when Morrow went down. But why not bring in Orr, who's I think probably more defensively stable than he is?
Well, we're at home, John. We want to win the game as well. It's a situation where we put ourselves in a really nice position we're at 2-1 to win the game, and we're at home and we're playing against a team and we're on top and we want to win the game. If we'd won 2-1, everybody's going, it's a good decision. Because by the way, he made some very good clearing headers at the back. He was, and some of his tackling was very good. I thought he was brilliant. He has no fault on any of the goals. We want to win the games. And at TSU, we want to win every single home game, and this draw feels like a bit of a loss. And that's where we are at the moment. We're probably a few months ago would have probably enjoyed a year ago would have enjoyed a 2-2 draw at home, but we've moved on, and the guys absolutely gutted. This feels like a big loss.
Have you seen the results from Eastern Conference tonight yet? It seems like it appears like the three teams below you are going to win tonight and put some more pressure on here. You start to feel the pressure of teams coming up.
No, we'll win. We'll win and they'll lose. We'll tie some gums and they'll win some games. But we can only worry about what we do.
Dwayne De Rosario dropped from the 18. Is it safe to say he hasn't met expectations this season, or you haven't got what you thought you might get out of him?
Not at all. We've got absolutely everything from Jermaine. He's been absolutely fantastic. Dwayne. He's been absolutely fantastic in the locker room. He's a great guy, but I've got a Premier League striker sitting on the bench, and I've got a Nigerian striker who would have been going to the World Cup on the bench. So it's a hard squad to make these days. This is a wee bit different, and we have to make tough decisions. And even Daniel Lovitz unfortunately didn't make it. And Daniel's been absolutely brilliant for us since he's come. But there's positions up for grabs now, and every time we play, they're under the right microscope to play well, because there's guys absolutely itching, Dwayne and Daniel, and being a couple of them to play.
Any indication about how long Caldwell might be out this time, and if Morrow will?
Don't know. No, not sure yet. We'll have to wait till it settles down, and then we'll scan it, and then we'll decide from there.